bad hair today. Oh, hello, there's nobody in here. It's just me. Hi, Alejandra. You're the first one in. Welcome. Let's see who shows up today. I'm on early. I'm not supposed to go on till 9, but I'm here early. So if you're here early, lucky you. My name is Molly. I'm an intuitive psychic medium. And I usually have pictures of my ancestors behind me, but I am in an unusual location for myself. So, hi Shannon, how are you, girl? Good to see you, mama. Hey, hey. So, I'm on early, but 9 o'clock's the official live starts, but oh well, I'm already here. I thought about that. If you're early, then the early bird gets the worm, right? Yeah, Lacey, you got lucky, girl. Hey, good to see you, Shannon. Shannon and I met up this last summer, or wait, when did we meet up, Shannon? Actually, it was fall, wasn't it? I met Shannon in the fall. She's been a viewer of mine for a while. She's been very generous with me. Just love her to death because she's a beautiful young lady and a great friend and a nice person. Anyway, she met me in Florida, and we hung out and had ice cream, and it was such a nice visit, and she's such a sweetheart. She brought me some really cute handmade jewelry she makes. And we had a nice visit. So I'm hoping to see her again. We have become close friends. Right, Shannon? It's funny. I have friends named Lisa and I have friends named Shannon. Those are the two common names of friends of mine. It's so funny. And Stacy's another one. So very weird. Anyway, all right. Oh my gosh, 225 people. That didn't take long. Look at that. So before we get started, you guys, I just want to tell you like the last live we did, not this earlier today, but the one a couple days ago. Guys, off the chain. If you didn't watch it, it's on my YouTube. Unfortunately, it doesn't record your guys' comments, so sometimes you may not know exactly what I'm talking about, but there's absolutely an orb. At one point, there's another orb that comes from up here and goes downward. There's an EVP that showed up on it. I didn't know was on there. Yeah, I think that was actually 2 of them ago. But anyway, you just never know in my world what's going to happen next, right? So keep your eyes open. If you see something and I don't notice it, like an orb or anything going, just tell me so I can give myself a signal so that when I go to edit these, I can try to pull those sections out. I really got to get better at editing. And I want to also put out there, if anybody here is good at editing video, I might have a job for you. Anyway, moving on. Anyways, some of the things that we do is I look for lost items. Some of the other things I do is mediumship. I also do tarot cards, oracle cards, pendulums, spirit box, Ouija, pretty much almost everything. I don't know runes. I don't know crystal balls. I don't know some of those things, but I very much think they do exactly the same thing as I do with tarot cards or anything else. So very cool. All right, kids, let's start out with, let's do a quick little demonstration. Okay, so we're going to talk about mediumship. This mediumship, the difference between psychic work and psychics and mediums and psychic work and mediumship. Let me explain it just so you guys understand so that we can move forward. So being a psychic, hi divine girl, JS. Hey, thank you, Diva, you're so sweet. Means, psychic means I know things without knowing why I know them, how I know them, future, past, or present. Things that I shouldn't know that I know, basically. If you want to take the bottom line, that's psychic. All right, so things that might happen, things that already happened, but I didn't have knowledge of it beforehand, or you know what I mean. All right, mediumship is a little different. Mediumship is when you speak to deceased people, sometimes other entities. Some people say that they speak to aliens or they speak to special gods or whatever, you know, or archangels, or whatever. In my case, it's just I get imagery and input, and sometimes I see them, sometimes I hear them, sometimes it's in my mind, sometimes it's actual I see and actually I hear. I never know how it's going to come through, taste, smell, whatever. Sometimes they touch me. But I have been that way my whole life. I had a near-death experience at 3 years old. I think it opened a veil for me and made it more clear to me. Didn't really start exploring it until the last few years. And now it's gone nuts. Okay, so that's my story. So I want to teach you guys a quick little short exercise that will help all of us here watching to do better mediumship, to get better connection. If I'm looking for a lost item, all of those good things. Hello, welcome in. Once again, my name is Molly. I am an intuitive psychic medium. Most of the things I will talk about with you are on my link tree, which is in my bio. So if you don't know what a link tree is, you would tap on my picture, and at the top of my bio, you'll see something that's like it looks like a link. It says link tree, something. You tap that, and it gives you a bunch of cool buttons that lead you right to stuff that you want from me. So check that Yes, I read online. There is also a YouTube channel, which I will be using more and more, you guys, so please go over to YouTube. And I also post these videos later on YouTube for you to watch. So there we go. So that's that out of the way. Let's do a little demonstration, shall we? Okay, here's how it works. I'm going to challenge you to do mediumship to me first, so you can kind of get an idea how it works. Oh, thank you, honey. Okay, so sometimes people, how does that work? How do you do that? It's kind of like tuning in a radio station, okay? You know that you want to hear music, and not sure exactly what music, but you have an idea. Okay, so you know you probably don't, maybe I don't want to hear country, but I want to hear rock. So I turn the radio on and I start moving that dial around. You know, I'm hearing static. It doesn't make any sense. Hey, fat guy, thanks for that. That's a great comment. Thanks for helping my algorithm. You have an amazing day. Mwah. Anyway, moving on. So what I do is I focus on the person or the thing or the whatever it is I'm trying to do. And whatever I get, I listen, not just with my ears, but with my mind. I pick up every smell, taste, hear, it's just everything. It's just like you pay attention. It's like hyper attention. Okay. And then what I try to do is interpret it. So it's almost like a riddle a lot of the time. And so if you guys want to try to do psychic work on me, we're going to try something. Okay. I'm going to write something. I'm going to write down something. And then I'm going to teach you guys how to ask me, how to read my thoughts. Okay. Or what I want to tell you. I'm going to think of some, okay, we're going to do a little exercise and then I'm going to jump into some mediumship. Okay. I just want to show you guys how it works. Yes, we're going to do something in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to think of, we're just going to do something simple. How about a shape? I'm going to put a shape on my my pad of paper here. I just did a Ouija board and asked if you are real. Whatever being said, you are a fraud. Oh, you're so awesome. I love you, fat guy. I hope you have a better day, sweetie. I'm sorry that you're having such a crummy day. So you come back when you're feeling better, okay, sweetheart? And don't feel bad that you have a small weeby. No. Okay, he's gone. Oh, sorry about that. That was disruptive. Sorry your wiener's small. Anyways, I made a shape on a piece of paper. And what I want you to do, so this is how we're going to do it. First, we're going to do a breathing technique. You're going to breathe in through your nose. You're going to hold your breath. And as you release your breath through your mouth, you're going to see the number 3. 3 times in your mind. You go 3, 3, 3, like that. Then you're going to breathe in through your nose, hold it, 2, 2, 2. Same thing. It's all in your mind. You're not saying it out loud unless you want to. It's just more in your mind. No, I don't need a moderator yet. We're not doing that special yet. I don't care. But I might, Diane. Thank you for asking. I might ask you. So here we go. The way it's going to work is I want you to focus on me, Molly. And that is my real first name. Hi, Tia. And after we do that breathing, and I want you to say to yourself, okay, she's thinking of a shape. You can look at me or you can close your eyes and think of me, whatever you want. And if you even get a blip of something, don't go, oh, that's not it. Don't focus. Don't go, oh, I got to think of this. Just go, okay, whatever the first thing comes to your mind, just boom, speak it. Okay? So breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. We haven't done it yet, you guys. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out with your mouth. One more time. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Okay. Now I'm focusing. Now you can try. So what you're going to focus on is how you feel about certain shapes, first of all. In your mind, very quickly, just think of a triangle, think of a square, think of a circle, any shape you want, a zigzag, I don't care. Once you start thinking of shapes in your mind, and how do you feel when you see that shape? All right, and then I want you to focus on me for a moment. And when you feel that shape, if you can do this, not everybody can do it, if you can feel that shape, feels like somehow it pops into your feeling about me, that's the shape. Now, it's not what you guys think. I said shape. I didn't say a child's shape. I said a shape. Nope. I didn't say a shape like, blocks. You guys are getting a little more creative on the shapes. I didn't want to make it too easy for you. Tate's is close. Tate's is close. Kristen, I love that word, but no. Tate's was really close. She said squiggle. Nope. Nobody's had it yet. Nobody's had it yet. Not a swirl. That's a good one, though, because my earrings are swirls. You were close. You can't see those, so you were close. You did get swirls on my earrings. You were correct. I'm going to say cuteness is probably the closest, and waves is the closest, so some of you did pick it up. See? Look. Ah! I just knocked a bunch of stuff over. It was an S. A squiggle. Now somebody said snake. You said lightning. You guys, some of you were close. Okay, so that means you were getting the idea of it. You were feeling it a little bit, but you weren't quite there. Do you see what I mean? It's sort of like a, I'm sorry, I picked up something I dropped here. I just don't like to leave my cards on the floor. It's not a good thing. All right, let's put those up. What? My cards fell down. All right. So you guys did great. See, a bunch of you got it. A bunch of you were really close. So that's kind of how it is for me. So when I'm tuning into you guys, sometimes I'll say stuff and you're like, nah, really think it through. Is it close enough? Like if I say sardines and you're thinking trout, that's pretty damn close. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I don't know if that helped you guys understand, but that's kind of how it works. Anyways, it takes practice. Moving on. All right, let's do some mediumship. Let's do some fun stuff. I think actually, let's start out, since all you guys are here that stuck with me and didn't take off because you got bored. Let's do a quick little read for y'all. I'll pull some cards for a few of you. Let's do that. All righty. We're going to do some cards and then we're going to do some mediumship. Ready? Cool. Got to do a little shuffle. You do? Isn't that cool? That's my cabinet. Oh, I'm glad you guys like that. I don't know if it helped, but it gives you an idea. All right, I'm going to pull some cards. We're going to start out right here. And we'll give these a shuffle. All right, let me get closer. Okay. This is a general read for anybody. Who am I reading? I got Diane. Diane, are you in here? Diane. Oh, you get the birds of butterfly. Diane. Diane. There you are. Hi, Diane. 3 cards popped out for you, my love. Okay, Diane. Interesting. All right, so I picked 3 cards for you. You got the Lovers to start, then the King of Cups, reversed, and Strength. Now, if you guys are watching this and I'm not reading for you, you can still learn too, because I actually teach as I read. So, starting out, we get the Lovers. All right, now, when I read tarot, I am an intuitive reader, meaning that I don't have a specific meaning for each card. I kind of interpret as I go and how I feel. But I also use certain parts of the card to help clue me into what I'm talking about. The Lovers generally, usually, believe it or not, has nothing to do with romance. It's usually having to do with choices. Although, depending where it lands in a reading, it could have to do with romance. But in the meantime, what I want you to notice is the Lovers is more about a choice. You see there's a middle person there and then these 2 people. It's not, this person is not marrying these 2. It's more of a, they're very different, yet they're together. And there's this sort of bridge. And so sometimes it could indicate a third party, sometimes it indicate, making a decision. And I feel in your case, this is sort of just feeling a little bit, I guess lost is the word I want for you, Diane. And I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying like just feeling a little bit like, I just feel like there's something I'm supposed to be doing and I don't know what it is. That's what I feel for you. Like this, I know there's something I'm supposed to be working on or doing and I just feel like I'm not doing it. It's making you a little anxious because it's like this urge to work on something, but what? Does that make sense to you? Just give me a green heart. Please, only green hearts for the person I'm reading for. I appreciate that, Diane. Now, if I'm reading this and it resonates for you and it's not your reading, it doesn't matter. It's still for you. If it resonates for you, take it. Because here's the thing. You guys are watching TikTok on a Sunday night at 9 o'clock Eastern or whatever. There's a lot of people you could be watching besides me. Okay? And you got a message here. So don't discount. Yes. Okay. Then King of Cups comes in reverse. King of Cups is about a person who is very in touch with their emotions and very in control of them. You see, he's sitting on a stone throne, but he's in the midst of water. Water is emotion. He's stable. He tends to hold his emotions close to his heart. You're making a decision about somebody you love. Now, it may not be romance. I can't feel that in just 3 cards, but it's somebody who is important to you. It may not be a boy either. It could be male or female or they or whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter the gender, okay? But the point is, it is a masculine energy, meaning somebody who's very strong, very holds their emotions close to them. And you're trying to make a decision. Okay, and it came in upside down. So when I see a card upside down, I don't read it necessarily as an opposite. What I do is I look at it, and the first thing that jumps out to me is what I pay attention to. So right away, for whatever reason, when I looked at it upside down, his hand right here on this goblet, he's holding it very tightly. And so I feel like maybe you're trying to end some kind of a relationship and that other person isn't making it easy for you. Again, it doesn't have to be romance. It could be a child that's been taking advantage. It could be a friend. It could be a relative. But somebody with a masculine energy, being very kind of overbearing a little bit, won't let go, won't leave you alone, won't let it go, whatever it is. And you're getting tired. But you got to hang on to your strength, girl. This 8 card is take action, meaning you need to set the boundary. You need to just put your foot down and go, look, we're done. You know, whatever it is, you've got to just say, hey, I've had enough. This is what I require if you want to be in a relationship with me, is what I'm feeling you need to say. This is what I require. Okay? Now, again, there is no gender in the tarot, but to me, this feels very family. Okay? I don't think it's a boyfriend or a husband. Oh, you said true. Oh, okay, your mother. Okay, makes sense. Okay, because here's the thing. When I'm doing this, you guys, it makes it easier for me visually to see your comments if you put a green heart up. Now, Leslie, you put green hearts, but don't do that when I'm doing readings, okay? Do some other color, because the green calls my attention, so I know that that's the person I'm reading for. I can see better, because the camera's pretty far from me, and the words are really, really tiny. I don't have great eyesight, so to say no. All right, so that is basically your reading. So you're going to have to set a boundary, and I had to do this recently with somebody. You don't have to be mean. Always take the high road. Always come from a loving place. I mean, you love your mom regardless of how she acts. So you're just going to have to be very clear, like, Mom, I love you. I want to be around you, but these are some things I require. I want to be spoken to with respect, or I don't want you to ever bring that up again, or, whatever it is. And you got to stick to your guns. But you always say, I love you, but I don't like the way you're acting, or I don't like what you're doing. I love you, but I don't like that. Okay? You don't have to divorce her. You just have to get the boundaries. Okay. And she'll sulk for a while. She'll be pissed, whatever. Let her be. Let her be. She'll come back. She'll come crawling back. She's a bully. All right, guys, that was a little brief read. Let's do an oracle card for 1 or 2 people. And then we'll jump into mediumship. Because really, officially, this doesn't start till 9. So we're kind of we're warming it up. Tanisha, spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Cards. Whoa, Tanisha, you had a handful of cards, Mama. Well, I'll take them. I don't argue with spirit. All right, Okay, you also start out with making a choice. These are oracle cards. 3 energy is about creation, expansion, and growth. 0 energy means anything goes. The Fool's energy, go for it. Take the leap of faith. Change choices. You got to make a choice. But here's the thing. You got to make the choice that you're afraid to do because it's the one you really want. All right? I got to chill. So I know this is right for you. Tanisha, you need to give me green hearts if you want to say anything, okay? So I can see it. So here's what's happening, Tanisha. You are going through huge changes. You got the Metamorphosis card, the 2 and the 5. 2 is about partnership. 5 is about challenges and struggle. 2 plus 5 is 7. That is reaching to your higher self. I feel like that is exactly what is happening for you right now. You are going through some type of a separation and a breakup, whether it be from a job. I feel like it's a job, but it could be a person, but it feels job to me. All right. And you are going to blossom from this. It's hard. It's not what you really want to do. It's like you're terrified by this whole thing. Like, I almost feel like you're almost going to quit a job and you don't already have another job or something like that, or the other job you're really unsure, or something to that effect, or school even possibly. No idea. But that's what it feels like, an occupational type of a thing. And it may also involve a personal breakup as well, if that happens, because there may be a move or some type of a change. But what I do feel is you've done this before, where you've had to make a choice like this and you didn't like the outcome. So that's why you're afraid right now, because you got the sad embrace in reverse. Sad embrace is usually feeling bad about past, like feeling like I screwed up. I wish I hadn't done that. What a mistake. This energy is of the 4 and the 5. So you get 4 energies about stability, safety. So it was probably something where you felt pretty sure of yourself, but then that 5 energy is that struggle, that sort of challenge. So challenges, though, are what make us grow. And we have to, look, a seed is in a hard shell. It takes a while for that little sprout to pop out, right? It doesn't just open itself up and do it. That's how it works for us. That's how we learn. That's how we grow the muscles. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry, Tanisha. Okay, gotcha. So that's part of the sad embrace. That makes sense. Okay, So that's what I got for you, sweetheart. That was just a 3-card draw, no big deal, but I just wanted to reach out to you and tell you that. So you're going to be okay. This is actually a lot of growth for you, and I know that's not an easy thing to deal with. Those 2 things are a lot, but everything's going to be okay, and that's the most important thing right now is you got to know that. Everything's going to be okay. Don't say what's going to happen next. That's the worst thing you can do. You want to invite the good energy. Say, I'm still here. I still have a purpose. Okay? All right. Hang in there. You're going to be all right. Promise, promise, promise. Miss Molly knows. All right, sweetie. Aww. That's the part that's so hard for me in this job is I am also empath. And when I read for people, you guys have seen me cry on this before or get upset or whatever. Even sometimes I feel sick. It's hard for me sometimes because I have to hear that about a lot of people, and it hurts my heart. You know, I know it's hard to lose people, but it doesn't hurt my heart in the same way as you, because what hurts my heart is that I can't explain to you guys it isn't over. I can't get it across to you guys enough that they're still around in some way. And I can explain it to you if you want. It's not what you think. They're not standing there watching you go pee-pee, okay? And eat snacks. They're watching you when they feel that you need them. They feel that energy, just like you felt the S I wrote on that page. They feel you. All right? All right, let's move on a little bit here. Hi, honey. Hi there. Who said hi to me? Who was that? Hey, Gigi. Oh, Tanisha. I love that name, Gildersleeve. I had a friend named Chris Gildersleeve in high school. He was so sweet. I love that name. It just sounds pretty. Alrighty, let's go ahead and we'll do a couple more oracle cards. We'll go till 9 o'clock and then we'll jump into some mediumship and lost items. Okay? Sound fun? I think that's cool. All right, let's see here. Since we're running out of time, we'll go a little quicker. I'm going to pick one for Lisa C. Clark. You are getting spiriting animals. You got tiger, fire. Yow, look at that. Says, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. You know what I feel? I'll be honest with you. I know it's just one card, but I feel like you are fed the hell up with something right now. You are about to lose your... So that's okay. I think maybe you need to, but just take a pause before you do it. You know, don't say anything you wish you hadn't, but I do think you might need to. You might need to lose your little bit of temper there, but you can handle it because you know it's coming. So it's all good. All right, Kristen, let's pull a card for you. You've been patient. Kristen. We're going to pull from my vintage deck. This is beautiful. You guys love this. Kristen, you got love. Beautiful. Now, it's funny because I pull this card and everybody goes, oh, I don't want a boyfriend. Or, you know, I don't know that that's really what this means. Usually it means self-love. Generally, when I pick this card, that's what it means. Isn't it pretty? Oh, yeah, I'll be doing that. Yeah, I usually don't. I've started doing them recently, and they've been great. They've been off the chain medium reads. Yes, they've been so fun. Okay, back to what we're doing. Sorry about that. So it's love. Okay, and I feel like this is really more about kind of just having a love for just being alive. I know it sounds so stupid and cheese, but that's what I heard just now was love for life. You are a kind of person that does embrace moments in your life, but even more so, I feel like when you focus on what you're super grateful for, it just like more stuff shows up for you. Like I feel like you get a lot of abundance, Kristen, really. Even though I know sometimes it doesn't feel that way, I see you like, there's just a lot, you get a lot of cool things that show up for you. Now, do you take advantage of them all? I don't know. But part of that, the love part is loving yourself enough to know, yes, you deserve that. Don't ever say, oh, you shouldn't, you know, you've been strong. Okay, gotcha. You are just as worthy as I am of love. All of us are worthy of love. You just have to find, or they have to find you more, it's probably more right, a person who appreciates you just the way you are. Because we think something's wrong with us if somebody doesn't love us. But the truth is, they just don't love us. It has nothing to do with who we are. That's them. I don't like everybody. You don't like everybody. Right? It's okay not to like somebody. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. You just don't like them. All right. You have an Aunt Molly? That's cool. I had a great Aunt Molly that I was named after. Spelled differently. So, Kristen, love yourself, Mama. You're awesome. I'm glad you're here. Yes, I am good at helping find things. Thank you. Thank you, KGG. I'm going to pull a card for you, Lala. Let's do a Moonology card for JJ. KGG. KGG3. Ooh, that card flipped. Did you see that happen? That was cool. Whoa, look what you got. Luck is on your side. Woo-hoo! it says, new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. What a great card to flop out like that. I'll get you something, Allie. Okay, so that was your card today. I like it. Allie, we'll pull a Moonology card for you, my dear. Yay, we got a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Next month is what? July. Something's about to resolve itself for you there, Allie. Good news. Yeah, I jump around. I got about... You want to see all the decks I have? You can't see all the way down to the bottom. I probably have 30 decks at this point, and I think maybe I purchased 2. There you go. All right, guys, it is officially event time. Bum-ba-da! I am the finder of lost items, and I will help you find your stuff. Thank you. We're also going to do some mediumship. Mediumship is when I speak to deceased loved ones. Sometimes we get other people we're not expecting. It does happen. So all I ask of you guys is that when I'm doing the mediumship or when I'm doing something, I won't see your questions. If I'm talking to you directly, answering me with a green heart before your response helps me see you. That way I will notice. Otherwise, I try not to look at the screen much at all. You'll see me look off to the side. That's just sort of how I work. If you see any orbs, you see anything interesting happen around me, just let me know, because often I don't see it. And that way when I go to edit these things, I can get that section. That would be great. Very helpful. What else can I tell you ahead of time? Okay, so if we are doing lost items, which we will start out with, I'm going to explain to you a little bit how it works, and then I will tell you what I need from you so we can do it. Okay, so start thinking about something you might have lost. I want you to think about a few things. First of all, I need a really good description. So what I want you to do is, so if let's say I lost this earring, for example, okay, and I don't know the story. I need to make sure I let you know what this earring looks like well enough that you can close your eyes and see it, right? Otherwise, it's very hard for me to search for your item. So you would say it's silver, it's a dangly earring, it looks like a couple swirly portal things, almost like a pottery wheel, I guess, and they're dangly. Okay, that's pretty much what I need. These came from my stepmother. She bought them at an antique fair, and, you know, I got them in 1995, you know, or something like that. Just give me a little give me a bio on the thing you need me to find. That's helpful. If you know the last time you saw it or something like that too. Sure. If you see, yeah. Oh, no, okay, so we'll do green hearts if I'm reading for you directly. If you want to point out an orb or something, yeah, any other color is fine. Any other color I'll notice too, but green is more important when I'm doing readings. Oh, cool, Gigi, I hope you find it. Okay, costume fairy wings, those sound wonderful. All right, so let's start out. Let me explain to you real quickly how this works. It's called remote viewing or psychic, whichever or both. It's kind of the same thing. And what I do is you tell me about the item. I have to kind of visualize it. We do a breathing exercise. It's called the Silva method. And I'm sorry I have to do it more than once, but it really does help us connect. It only takes a few seconds. And the way it works is you breathe in through your nose, you hold your breath for a few seconds. As you breathe out, you see the number 3, and you'll see it 3 times in your mind. You'll also say it in your mind, like in your mind. You don't have to say it out loud, unless you want to. You'll do the same thing again with the number 2, then you'll bring yourself down with the number 1, and these are just deep breaths. So basically you're taking 3 deep breaths. Inhale is just a breath you hold. The exhale is the number 3 times in your mind. That helps you relax and focus. It helps me relax and focus. Then we're in alignment. So then what happens is you tell me what the item is. I have to kind of mentally picture what it is, okay? And all the information you gave me, kind of get that. So it gives me the energy, gives me the feeling and vibration of what you feel about that item, okay? If I was holding the item, it would help, but I can't. So when you say to me, you know, this was my grandma's ring, it had a ruby in it, I loved it, it was, you know, very small and delicate, and, you know, I wore it, last time I wore it was to a dance, and I think I might have lost in the bathroom, you know, or something, but whatever. Okay, you don't even have to tell me that, but enough for me to be able to kind of like in my mind, you know, think about it. And even if you want to describe the person who gave it to you a little bit, like it was my best friend and she was, you know, a dancer or whatever. Any information that gives me a emotion about the item helps me focus on it. So then I do that breathing, and you do it with me. And then all of a sudden I'll be like tuning the station in my energy. Like I can feel tuning that station, you know, kind of like when you're trying to find music, right? You know, oh, I don't like country. Okay, I don't, you know, like I try to do that. And I have to catch all those blips as I'm doing it. Just like when we use the spirit box. It's very simple, similar. And then when I feel an energy that feels like what you said to me, whatever I see, smell, hear, taste, feel, I just blurt it out. And sometimes it's weird and it's a riddle. But usually what happens is when you go to look for the item, it isn't always exactly what I said, but because I gave you intention to look for it in that particular area, you open your energy in the law of attraction that you may find it. When at that point you had already said, I will never find it. Now you're saying, I might find it. See what I'm saying to you? And that is how you are inviting the vibration of that item. You don't feel it. It's not perceptible to you because you're not me. But you do feel it. You're still an animal. You still have instincts, you know. And you sense the item because you connected with it. Understand? So sometimes if the item has been stolen or lost very far from you, I can't pick it up at all. And it's probably because somebody else has it now in their possession and it has a new energy that I don't recognize. Okay, so any questions before we get started? I know it was a long explanation, but I wanted you guys to understand because it'll help you help me. Okay. Thank you. Okay, we'll start with K-Ducks. Lost my keys on my own property. Let me get a pen and paper too, in case, because I get lost sometimes. On my property, which had, lost my keys on my own property, which had car keys, house keys, office keys, bedroom keys. Oh, Lordy Lord. That's not good. Okay, I can feel that emotion. Okay, what do they look like? Are they on a keychain? Do you have a general amount of keys? Are they any fobs or anything I could visualize? And also on the property, kind of what type of property? Is it a farm? You have acreage? All right. Let's see. That's for K-Ducks. I can only do one at a time, you guys, so be cool. Okay, you live on a farm. Okay, and it's your keys. Okay, so can you describe... Okay, yeah, I figured it was kind of small. All right, so are you in California? Okay, so there's cute things on... Can you give me just a couple things that I might see on the keychain? Purple. Okay, that's helpful. This pen ran out again, damn it. Purple. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I knew you were in California. Are you on the Central Coast? Are you in Central California? Just farted. Well, good for you. I smelled it. This is a 5-year-old. You're on the Central Coast? Okay. I don't know why I know that, but that's where I'm from. And I don't know you, I don't think. If I do, I don't remember who you are. Anyway, and no offense, but I don't know screen names that well. Only a few. Anyway, so it's a purple keychain. Is it leather? I already figured out where you live, so this is going to work. Trust me. Is it leather, the purple, or is it fuzzy? Tracy, California. I know this. Okay. K-Ducks, if you would do me a favor when you're answering me, will you put a green heart? Much appreciated. That way I see it. I know it's you. Because I'm trying to focus on you. So my question to you is, you said it's purple. Is it leather? Is it fluff, like a fluff ball? Are there animals on there? Something I can identify. Because I kind of see it already, but I really want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Please. Born and raised in Ripon, California. Yes. I grew up on Central Coast near Santa Maria. Anyway, could you answer me that? I'm just gonna have to go with what you told me, and that may not get you what you want. A little more information, please. Yeah, any keychains, charms that you can tell me what they look like, please? Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. This is taking a while. Okay. Okay, I saw a wood bin. A wood bin, almost like a trough of some sort. It isn't wet, it's dry. Well, that doesn't help me right now, sweetie. But anyways, I saw a bin. It is wood, a wood bin, trapezoidal looking to me. So I'm thinking it's a trough or a feed bin. Now, I don't know. I can't tell. I said wood initially. Could even be metal. I don't know. I'm going to say wood. That's what it felt like, wood. I see a lot of dust. And I think I heard a clink, almost like they were in your pocket. And when you bent over or something, they clinked out of your pocket and you were going to pick them up. But you went ahead with whatever you were doing and you left them right there. And you went off. And they're not lost, is what I'm saying. They're not in like a field, is what I know you're worried. They're not. So there you go. Let me know. And all I ask you guys is if you find the item, please let me know. And please post a testimonial. I don't charge you guys for this. I mean, think about what would the reward be for you to find your grandmother's wedding ring, right? $500, $1,000. I'm not charging you. All I'm asking you to do is tell other people by doing a little testimonial. You don't have to show your face. You can just say, I found the pen I've been looking for. Molly found it. That's all I ask, really. It's okay. We got it. We got it. You'll find it. It's not far. Just saying. All right, Mia, I had a small ring that has a blue shine moonstone. Oh, that sounds pretty. Okay, Mish or Maya? I can't see. Oh, Maya. Okay, cool. So Maya, tell me a little bit more. You said a blue moonstone ring. That sounds cute. Is it silver? Have you had it since you were little? Because that's what I feel. Yes, you did, Nana. Thank you, honey. See, Megan? It really works. It had a flower design that okay, I get you. All right, flower design. So you got that when you were kind of young? It feels like you're kind of young. Like this was a big deal to you that you got this ring, right? It was a big deal. It was a big deal, right? You lost it at work. You didn't get this when you were a little kid, really? That is hard to believe. It feels very little kid to me. Well, maybe that's how you are. Maybe that's your personality. I don't know. It feels very little kid. Okay, you lost it at work. Okay. You didn't have to tell me that. That's cool. Let me just focus on it for a minute. Let me just do my little breathing. You can do the breathing with me if you want or not. Okay, so work. Oh, I'll tell you one thing, man. Whatever it is, it's really bright. Like the light is very bright. Because weirdly enough, oh, thank you, Gigi. Yeah, okay. When I closed my eyes to focus on it, I was like almost blinded. Like, when you go outside from a dark room into a light room. Not sure why I see that. You're welcome, honey. I see, okay, so I'm seeing a very bright light, like uncomfortably bright. So for some reason, it's leading me to believe not outside, okay, but somewhere near a light. So like if you were to go get it, there will be light in your eyes. So it could be in like a lit shelf. I don't know. It sounds wonderful. It's somewhere bright or something reflects in that spot where it is. It's just, that's all I keep seeing is a very, like, I'm almost blinded right now. Like my eyes hurt. So it's always a riddle for me, you guys, but try thinking about that. Like, were there areas of work where there could have been a very bright light where it could have been? I mean, even a refrigerator maybe? Maybe it's showing me the break room. When you open a fridge in that light? Might check that too in the break room. Yeah? You said in the light section at Home Depot? Maybe that's it. And what's funny? That's funny because we were in Home Depot the other day walking through the light section. And I remember I was looking at some of the bathroom lights, the ones they do in the bathrooms. And it was killing my eyes. I was like, dang. And my eyes have been a little sensitive lately too. So I was like, damn, what? So yes, look in the light section at Home Depot, I would say for sure. And definitely also maybe the break room around the fridge, I'm going to say. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. But that's immediately bright light in my eyes. Oh, let's see. Yeah, let me know, Mia. I'll find you if you don't. No, I'm kidding. Oh, 33 people. Thank you, Spirit Guides. It's my favorite number. Okay, does anybody else have anything they'd let me look for? We'll do that for another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll jump into some mediumship, okay? You lost your headphones. Hey, Dr. Sorrell. Can you give me a little description? The color, what kind? Would you rather I call you Suzanne or Dr. Sorrell? I'll be with you in a minute, Megan. Dr. Sorrell lost her headphones. Sony Black. Okay, are they earbuds or are they actual headphones? Suzanne, you'd rather be Suzanne. Okay. Thank you. Headphones and eye mask. Okay. Well, now we're stepping up the game a little, huh? Okay, so they were together. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I have one of those. Okay, so yeah, okay. It's soft, right? It goes around your head, maybe? Oh, okay. I use the Estes method. Cool. I do that too. Was Spirit Box you're talking about? Yeah, I do that. I love it. That works for those. Okay, cool. I understand what you're talking about. Okay. That's so cool. I'm so happy to have you in here. I love paranormal investigation. Welcome in. Yay. Cooly, cooly. All right, girl. So, okay, so you go to use for your Estes method. I love that. Cool, right on. All right. I know what you're talking about. That's a good idea. So it's like, I know, I have a headband. Like, I never thought of using it that way. It's such a good idea. Thank you for that. You just gave me a big tip. Love it. Okay. Let's find those headphones. You need them. All right. Cool. And you bought them yourself, correct? Okay. Let me close my eyes. I'm going to do the Silva method now. You're welcome to do with me. It's just breathing in through my nose, breathing out with my mouth. And you think of the number 3 times as you breathe out. Same thing, 2, then 1. All right. Breathe out the number 3. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it. Breathe out the number 2. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it. Breathe out through your mouth, the number 1. Okay. Okay, first of all, they're folded up. So that's part of the problem is for some reason you're thinking they're not, like they're, you're seeing their shape, but they're actually like, almost like they're folded up, I think, in some way. And because of that, it's kind of hard to spot them. Like if they were an actual headset, like a real headset, they wouldn't be so hard to find. But because they're soft, right, they're hard to find and they fold up. Okay, so that's first thing, is click your mind into what they look like when they're folded up. That'll help you find them. Does that resonate for you? Okay, that's the first part. Second part is it is in equipment. It is with your equipment. It's just not where it's supposed to be. Somehow it got put away in the wrong place. Like it fell down and somebody saw it and just picked it up and shoved it in there for you or something. So if you work with other people while you're doing these investigations, you may ask them if they saw anything fall or put something in a funny place. Like tell them what you're missing. That's the first thing I would say. But I feel like it's in, I don't know why I'm saying almost like a tool belt. If that makes sense. Not like a traditional tool belt, but like a utility belt or something. Like it doesn't belong there. It'd be like if I folded up, one of my hair ribbons and stuck it in a tool belt or something. It doesn't, that's more a different kind of equipment, right? I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to show you. It's not the equipment like you carry around. It's more, equipment case. So that's what the vibe is for me, is it's not where it should be, but you didn't lose it. So, and I know you probably tore everything apart, but again, I think it's because you're visualizing something different than what it actually looks like right now. And that sounds funny. I have a problem with that. And I'm going to explain it to you. I tend to think in colors. I didn't realize this till recently. I think a lot in color. And so when I look for something, if I think I know what the color of it is, I can look right at that item. And if it's not the color I think it is, I will brush right over it. I know that's really weird. It's probably some kind of brain fart I have. So if I'm looking for a can of wasp spray, and in my mind, the can is red and black, and there's actually a can right in front of me that's blue and black, and I won't see it. See what I'm saying? So when I can divorce myself from what I think it looks like, I find it. So that's what I'm saying to you. For some reason, I felt like I need to expound on that for you. And it might help somebody else too. Okay. Hey, that's cool. Let me know and post a testimonial if you find it, sweetheart, and I'll make sure I follow you. I want to see what you do. Follow me so I can follow you. Appreciate it. I'm great. How are you, Wish Bear? Thanks for asking. All right, guys, that was fun. Shall we do some mediumship? I think we should. All right, kids. Mediumship's a little more serious. Let's talk about it for a second before we get into it. There's not too many people in here, so I think it'll go well. Yay! So, I do a little bit of a meditative type of thing. And I would love it if you all did it with me. It's not a big deal. It takes a few seconds. When you do it with me, it helps. When you stay focused on it, it helps. It goes quicker. I get better input. We see more things happen. So your energy is felt here. Believe it or not, it is. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to read for you guys. Oh, thank you, Neil. I'm so glad you're here. So please just play the game with me. What's it going to hurt, right? If nothing else, you'll feel more relaxed. There's nothing evil or wrong about what we're doing here. It's just relaxation, basically, to open up. So we're going to start out with a quick gathering of chi. And it's really fun anyways. You guys will love this. If you've never seen me do this, if you've never tried this, it's a very cool feeling. It's very healthy. It's very calming. And it just makes you feel amazing. And it protects you a little bit. You know, it gives you good energy. So we're going to do that first. And once we've done that, we will jump into some mediumship. And what I will do is I will pick people and just randomly. And then I'm going to just go for it. And we'll talk about it when we get there. Cool. I saw someone subscribed. I appreciate that. So here we go. Gathering chi. Very easy. And I have a video on my thing if you want to watch it. It's in there. First of all, I want you to clap your hands together and rub them a little bit. Get a little warmth going in there, okay? Backs of your hands. Now make sure there's no cold spots on your hands. You can take your rings off if it bothers you. Doesn't bother me, but whatever. You know, warm your hands up a little bit. Hands, fingers, all that good stuff, okay? And once you've done that, I want you to put your hands together. Clap them together like that. And you'll feel a little bit of buzzy feeling, right? And I want you to start to pull your hands apart very slowly, okay? And they'll almost feel like there's sticky gum between them, or maybe syrup, you know, something sort of a little sticky. And as you pull your hands apart slowly, you push them in a little, you'll feel sort of a little resistance. Almost like your hands are underwater. It's a really neat feeling. And you sort of feel your hands floating, sort of, right? Now, if you put your hands close together again, you'll feel a lot of heat between them, right? There's a big amount of heat right there. Put your hands as close together as you can at this point. Feel a lot of warmth in there. Now go ahead and expand. And I want you to start visualizing in front of you. You can close your eyes if you wish. A ball of golden light between your hands, and it's growing. It's really warm. It's like this warm ball of gooey light between your hands, and you can feel it kind of pressing on your palms a little bit, right? A little bit of a feeling of this pressure. Now, if you start to lose the feeling, push your hands together until you feel that resistance again. And now you can start packing that energy almost like a snowball. So you feel that feeling? In the meantime, make sure you keep breathing. It's hard for me because I'm talking, but you guys can breathe deeply while you're doing this. Make this ball get a little bit bigger. Keep going. It should be this golden, warm, sort of pliable, almost like a beach ball that's a little underinflated, okay? And when you get to a certain point where it's about your shoulder width, hold that ball. Feel the weight in your palms. Imagine the golden energy is just kind of glowing and sort of swirling a little bit. And then I want you to take that big ball of energy and I want you to hold it over your head. It should make your hair tingle a little bit. It makes my hair feel like it's standing up. It's kind of cool. Then I want you to take that energy and pull it down on your head and allow it to melt over your body. You'll feel like warm, like syrup You know, like you're submerging in a warm syrup. Maybe you might vibrate a little or feel a little buzzy or a little heavy, maybe a little sleepy. And then I want you to bring your hands back together. Say thank you. You're protected now. You just protected yourself. You just gave yourself the best healthy energy you can have. And you can do that anytime, anywhere. You don't need me. I'm glad you guys helped. Okay. Good start. Have a sip of water. I bet you are. Make sure you stay hydrated too, y'all. Doing this work really takes up a lot of your energy and you will get dehydrated. All right, here we go. Oh, you're welcome. How come I'm not? Let's go. All right, so the way the mediumship works is if I'm talking to you, whoever I'm speaking with, please use a green heart before your comment if you want to say anything to me. I am not going to force anything. If I don't get anything, I'm not going to tell you anything. I am not going to push you to answer me, you know, to lead me. But if you want to confirm something I say or give me a little bit of information, that's up to you. You don't have to. But again, please put a green heart so I see it's you. Everybody else talking during that, I probably won't see your comments. Not much of them because I'm trying to focus. I will do some breathing. I will ask you a couple of questions. And then here we go. Uh-oh. Are you guys still here? I think I lost a connection for a second. I didn't lose you guys, did I? We're still here? Okay. It said I lost connection. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to start out with... somebody's name stood out to me a minute ago. Steph. Steph. And Steph, I'm initially right off the bat having a hard time catching my breath. What is going on there? I don't know. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are still here. Steph, it's okay, right? Yeah. It said unstable connection. All right, so Steph, I'm talking to you. You're going to use a green heart to let me know I'm lagging. Sorry, guys. It's raining out. We might have a bad connection, but I don't have a bad connection. So I'm going to continue because this records. So if you guys miss anything, I will upload this later. So don't worry about it, okay? Even if I'm reading for you. But if you can hear me, just give me a green heart when I'm talking to you. All right? Perfect. All right, Steph. Thank you, honey. All right, so Steph, I'm having a little bit of a hard time breathing. I don't know what that's all about. All right, is there anybody specific you'd like to reach tonight? And that might be what related to that. Now, see, I think I've got a lag. Steph, who would you like to reach tonight? Your sister. Can you give me her first name, please? And guys, please don't put a lot of personal information on here, okay, guys? Be careful. Don't put last names. Don't put, super deep details. Jennifer, okay. Just, that's for your protection. You don't want to ever do that. All right, guys, here we go. Steph, you're going to do a little breathing with me right now. I know we're already in that kind of chi moment, but it's no big deal. Like I said, no, these are not paid. Not right now. But I will say, if you choose and you want to tip me in some way, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, it is in my profile. I just saw something go by. It might have been a bug. I'm not sure. We'll look later. Anyway, that's up to you guys. I never ask, but if that's what you want to do, I wouldn't mind. Anyway, you did too? Yeah. I don't know if that was an orb. We'll have to check. I have to go back and watch. It could be a fly. I'm not going to lie. All right, so let's keep going. So your sister Jennifer, Steph. Okay, let me focus on her for a moment. Okay, initially I see, and I don't know if this is her, someone with very dark, long hair. It's like I almost saw, I keep thinking of like, this is funny. I don't know how old you are or anything, but I keep thinking of like the 70s, like Cher, like that kind of hair. Like long, dark, maybe parted in the middle. I just saw that right away. And I don't know if that's your sister, but that's something about that image. It may not be your sister. It may be an image she's sharing. Maybe you share. But I immediately saw a woman with very long, or young lady, more teenager actually, with maybe in 20s, but I don't go all over the map. I'm trying to focus on it, I'm sorry. But long, dark hair. And so if that means something to you, you can just let me know. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. We'll just keep going. But that's what I initially saw. I'm getting very dry mouth. Ice chips. I heard ice chips. You still there? Give me a green heart if anything's... I don't know what's going on. Did I lose her? Steph! Can you hear me, Steph? There you are. Okay. You know what that is. Okay, good. Excellent. All right. And if you want to say, yes, that is my sister. Yeah. Oh, your mom. Okay. That's what I was going to say. It felt like the 70s-ish, Okay, cool. All right. So she's trying to show you that. Okay. I got ice chips. I'm not sure what that was. I heard ice chips and I got super thirsty. Now I know we give ice chips sometimes to people in the hospital. I thought I just saw another orb. That was weird. And I'm having a hard time breathing. Okay, and I said that right away. Now I don't know if that has to do with your mom, because you mentioned your mom, or if that has to do with her. But there's something with like a labored breathing. I don't know what that is. Ice chips. Your mom ate ice chips. Okay, okay. It's raining out there. She's making reference to Little House on the Prairie. I might have your mom. Okay, that's possible. Is that okay? I'm sure it is. I can never control these things, well, I can, but sort of. But anyways, she made reference to Little House on the Prairie. I don't know if she meant the TV show or just making a joke, but something about that. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Did she play guitar? Or I don't know, like, I got this like Joni Mitchell vibe going on. I don't know what's going on there. Did she sing or like write poetry or like sort of hippie-ish? I don't know. Amber, I'll get with you after this, honey. Okay? Just hang in there, Amber. So I'm kind of more talking to Steph right now. So I got something about like, I don't know, like it's like this, I feel like just a lot of family time in the kitchen, felt like. Okay, sort of this, like, I got this like very quick blip and it was really hard for me to kind of sort it out. But this, okay, so the woman had dark hair. There's a lot of girls in the kitchen. Okay, your sister was hippie-ish. Okay, so maybe they're both with me. Maybe they're both talking at the same time. It's a little hard to discern. So just take what resonates. You can sort it out better than me. Okay, so there's sort of this vibe of a lot of fun. Like this sort of upbeatness at home. And a lot of this very loving home. I don't feel a lot of conflict, okay? Now, if there was, I'm not feeling it at all. The feeling is very much like this, like not Little House on the Prairie, but that feeling. There was a lot of closeness, okay? A lot of together time. I think maybe is what that reference is. Maybe it's just a reference for me. Maybe my guides are showing me that as that sort of down-home feeling, like very comforting, right? A lot of support, a lot of love, a lot of singing, a lot of silliness, music. I like it. Still there? Okay, so guys, we're getting a lag. Don't get impatient. We're doing the best we can. The weather's a little funny here. It might be me. Hi, Michelle. Hang in there. I'm working with Steph right now, and we're talking to her. It sounds like her mom and her sister. Both coming through, which is just a thrill for me. I love that. I heard Anne. Who would Anne be? Ooh, that gave me a weird chill. Stephanie, is someone named Anne? I don't know if they're talking about Anne or if there's somebody here named Anne. Does that sound like anybody you know? Joanne. Oh, that's your mom! No shit. And I was just about to say it's part of a name. Oh my. Yes! It's your mom! Sorry, I'm trying not to cry for some reason. I got very emotional. That must be feeling you. Okay, that's good. It's good. It's good tears, by the way. It's awesome. Okay, so we're talking to Joanne. Whew. See, this is what happens when you guys are focused in and you're working with me on this. It goes great. Okay. God, that made me cry. Hold on a second. Let me get a hold of myself. Oh, that's a lot. There's a lot of emotion there, y'all. Good emotion. Wow. No wonder you missed them. A lot of love there. All right. Whew. Woo-hoo. You must be feeling pretty crazy right now. You're not. That was cool. Thank you for that. Hey. Wow. Wow. Anyway. 33, that's my favorite number. She says, yes, I am. It's been 33 years. That's my number. So, there's a lot of lining up right here. I'm loving it. That is really amazing. I am so happy for you. I am just I couldn't be more overjoyed for you. Thank you for the subscription, by the way. I really appreciate that, Jenna. That's another way you guys can help me if you subscribe. It really helps me. Oh, Courtney. Hey, Courtney, thank you for your letters. I am going to write you back and I want to talk to you. Courtney was on one of my lives and she shared with me all of what happened during the live and how much it meant to her and all the things that connected for her, even after she got off the live. It was astounding. We're going to get back to you in a second, Courtney, but I want to finish up here with Steph because Steph and I just had a major moment. So anyway, let's keep going with Steph. I still feel like they have more to say. Oh, it is your mom who had the trouble breathing. Okay, so the breathing too. She said, I knew as soon as you said you had trouble breathing, it was my mom. Okay, so we've connected several things now. Stephanie agrees that it was her mom, and I said the name Ann, and her mom's name is Joanne. She said that the breathing problem I was having made sense. I talked about her kind of being hippie-ish, the 70s, long dark hair. She said that sounds like her, but her sister's very hippie-ish, so I may have gotten both of them. I'm not for sure. Hi, Michelle. This is great. I'm so excited, and then of course I got so much emotion all at once. And honestly, you guys, what was so cool about what just happened to me, I'm not gonna lie, it's what I felt like when I died. Oh yeah, the ice chips too. I forgot about that. When I had my near-death experience and I met my guide, which turns out to be my great-great-grandmother, that's how I felt. It was this elation of love that you cannot describe. So that's what it felt like. So your mom, Mama is coming through like a gangbuster. She isn't fooling around. She wanted to talk to you big. See if she has anything else. So Joanne, thank you for coming and thank you for communicating with me and trusting me to communicate messages to your daughter through this device right here in front of me. You have come through very strongly. I think we even saw you go by earlier. Anything else you want me to tell her? Tell Steph. She said, yeah, your sister's with me. Just felt something. She's trying to show me that she used to, do this a lot. It's like right now, that's what she looks like, by the way, because she chooses that. She wants to look that way. I know that sounds funny. She doesn't have a body, but as she's showing herself to me, she's showing me that way. She's like about 30, maybe. All right. So sometimes we do that as spirits. We want to be in our 30s because that's a really good time for a lot of us. Anyway, Any other specific messages? Couldn't be more specific than that. But is there anything else you'd like me to tell Stephanie? She is cracking the hell up. She shows me also a pet. It does appear to be a dog. I want to say pointy ears. Very soft. Like the shape of German Shepherd ears. I can't tell if it's a German Shepherd. I think it's smaller than that. I don't think it's that size at all. I think it's about a medium-sized dog. Looks some brown and some black, I think. Sort of like a mix. Like that, I don't know, describe it's like a ombre, I guess you'd call it. Okay, I wasn't looking. I'm sorry. I'm too busy doing my thing. Anyways, that's for you also, Steph. Again, if you have anything you want to say about it, feel free. Again, I think we have a lag, you guys. I'm sorry it is going slow. It's just whatever's going on right now. Pookie. Okay. Pookie. Okay, cool. Yeah, she's got Pookie. Oh, cute. She says, Pookie's pokey. I guess Pookie, okay, she shows me that Pookie was very pokey. On the walk, it was like, come on. She was showing me this. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm a dog person. But anyway, just want to tell you that part. A lot of pain in my neck, too. I just want to tell you, I have a bad neck, but I don't think it just has to do with me. All right? There is some pain in my neck. And I think this might have to do with your sister. Was her neck hurt in some way? I almost want to say a stroke. Like, I don't know. It's like a weird pain in the neck. Literally, a pain in the neck. Base of my neck on the right side. I'm sorry, I don't want to get too personal, but would that relate to your sister? Or even you? Because there's a weird pressure on the side of my... Oh, you guys. Okay. Okay, maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Okay, well, I said your sister. Maybe I was feeling that sort of... Anyway, anyways, I feel it. Can we give her anything else tonight, or... She says, don't ever ask if I'm proud of you again. Come on. So you know. She said, you know. She said, good night, Moon. Okay, just give me a second, guys. Sorry, let's take a little break, okay? I need a break. No, it's okay. It's good. It's good. It's good stuff, you guys. Totally good. And just, you know what? Sometimes I have to feel it too. Yeah, that's cool. Your great-great-grandmother's your guide too. Right on. Sorry, guys. You know, sometimes I can't help it. Because it was strong. Strong. Steph, have you ever had a reading like that before? That was a lot. I mean, cool. But wow. I'm sorry it wasn't your sister though more. But, you know, hey, we're not gonna cry about it, right? Where we are. Hey, I'm so glad I wore waterproof mascara tonight. Oh, really? How cool. I'm so happy for you. That's cool. I'm so happy for you. You guys don't even know. I get off these things, I'm stoked, man. When you guys get what you've been looking for, I'm so happy. Even if you don't know you're looking for it sometimes, right? It's very cool. All right, let me get a little break. Woo, that got wild. You guys, it's been like this. And you guys, I was so scared to do this stuff. And here I am. Just goes to show you, the thing you're scared of, you should do. You should try it. Yeah, it was cool. I'm just so happy for you. I'm sorry I'm crying. I don't usually get that crazy, but sometimes it happens. I do get emotional on occasion. Sometimes I don't feel well either. You never know. But see, now I'm not having trouble breathing. There's your mom. So wow, we hit on a lot of marks on that one. And Steph, I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. Well, I do now. My mom's birthday has been coming up a lot lately, wondering what she's trying to tell me. She's just letting you know she's around. She's just showing you. She's like, hey, I'm here. That's her way. Check it in. Just say thanks. And she'll continue to do it for you. I wish my sister would come through, Diva Girl Jess. Oh, you guys, I wish I could help every single one of you, but you can see it's really tough sometimes. It gets hard, Oh, I just saw something. Whoa, you guys couldn't have seen it. I saw it. It was up here. Oh, that was weird. I swear to you, I just saw something. Okay. All right. Yeah, guys, that was a lot. Okay, I had said something to, wow, it's storming out there. Guys, I hope I don't lose you. By the way, I'm going to take a little break for a second before I help Amber, if she's still here. Whoa, there's thunder. Amber, if you're here, give me a green heart, please. And Megan, you'll be next, honey. Amber, if you're still here, oh, there you are. Okay. When I'm talking to you, if you can give me a green heart so I see your message. I try not to look at other people's messages when I'm helping somebody else. Allie, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like anybody. Sometimes they don't answer the phone. I don't know how else to explain it to you. Can't say why. And sometimes I'll tell you one thing though, don't give up. Sometimes they won't come through one time, but another time they will. And sometimes they will come through sometime, and then another time they're like, no, not coming back. They're just like people. They're fussy sometimes. They're doing other stuff. Great, Amber. Perfect. So moving on. I'm working with Amber now. Amber, I didn't see who it was you had originally said you wanted to contact, but I feel like before you even say a word, Amber, because I didn't see I just know you said I want to, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't see who you were talking about or any other things. So don't say anything, okay? Because I'm on a roll now. And we're going to breathe together. But what I wanted to ask you was, is this a very unfortunate situation, a death that should not have happened, is what I feel. And I feel it was male, and I feel it was reckless in some way. I'm just going to write this down. And I usually don't love that kind of stuff to deal with, but I understand it's part of life. Sometimes we have these horrible situations. Could you let me know that? Or if it's not who you thought I was going to contact, that's fine. I would need a first name of the person you want to contact. Or they may tell me. You never know. Okay, my friend Cody. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, Cody, car wreck. Did I say reckless? I don't know what I said, but whatever I said, I felt it was something that should not have happened. Yeah. Okay, Cody, got it. Thank you. Cody, all right, car wreck. What hell? Okay. I'm going to tell you my initial feeling about this is of frustration. And I feel pretty, I'm not going to lie, and I don't know if it's him, okay, that's coming through, but somebody involved in that situation, I feel really high. Like I'm amped on something. Does that resonate for you? Because I feel like woo-woo, and in a very angry, aggressive way, I have to tell you. Also having a hard time catching my breath again. Like my chest. Guys, thank you so much for all the love you're giving me. I really appreciate it. Dustin. Okay, it may be more than one. Very, very possibly. Is Cody related to you in some way? Dustin Green. Okay. Let me just see what else I get. Let's see who it is. It may be Dustin, it may be Cody, maybe both. Yeah. Oh, thank you for that. Thanks for helping me there, user. Debbie. Yeah, if you could do a green heart sweetie, then I know it's you. Then I'm not looking at other people's comments, because that makes me lose my focus a little bit. So. All right, so, excuse me. And when I do that, by the way, usually that is also a spirit interaction. When I clear my throat, I don't know why. I think it has to do with the throat chakra, but often you'll hear me clear my throat. Right. So Amber wants to speak to Cody or Dustin, whoever happens to be here for Amber, one of the two. I'm going to breathe a little bit to focus. If you want to focus with me, Amber, that would help. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Remember what I did earlier? So breathe in and hold the breath, and then breathe out a number. And okay, so here we go. Okay. Yeah, whoever's coming through, there's a lot of drugs going on. Ugh. I feel like, ugh, like that. I'm seeing somebody with very kind of messy hair, and the hair is about short, kind of like a musician has nowadays. It's not like a mullet or anything. It's more like kind of messy hair. I don't know how to explain it. Sandy blonde, messy hair. Kind of reminds me of Green Day or I don't know. I feel like there's music related, not because of the drugs. That has zero to do with it. But there's definitely like this element of music. Yeah, there's a music element to it. He said, yes, blonde. He was kind of hippie. Okay, makes sense. So this is Dustin or Cody? I hear Dustin. Yeah. And there was definitely a music element to it. Again, I think I even said in the beginning something about recklessness. There was a lot of recklessness. And it's really frustrating. I just feel a lot of frustration. Yeah, Dustin. Around the situation. Because it didn't have to be that way. He was literally thumbing his nose at the universe in a stupid way. I keep hearing this song. It's a Dandy Warhol song. It's called, what is that song called? It has to do with drugs. It's something like the last heroin addict on earth or something. I don't know. You'll have to look it up. I can't remember the name of the darn song. But the Dandy Warhol sang it. And it's about, it's not cool to be on drugs kind of feeling. You think you're cool, but you're really not. And so it was kind of that feel. Like a reckless, hey, I already know this is bad for me. I'm going to do it anyway. Purposely. Because I don't care. It's fun, and if I'm going to die from it, cool. Because I don't care. Yeah. And he's actually not sorry for it, to be honest with you. He's not really upset about it. He kind of said, that's kind of what I came to do. It's like he's saying to me, this is so odd, or showing to me that when he came here to be a meat suit with a spirit in it, that was what he wanted to do. He did exactly what he wanted to do. He does not, I wouldn't even be surprised if he had a tattoo that says something no regrets or some silly thing like that. Or YOLO or something about, just do it because you feel like it. Right? Because that's how he was. That was his intention. He didn't feel bad about a damn thing he did. That's what was lovable about him, though. Because he just did what he wanted. Frustrating, but cool, too. People wanted to be like that, but no. Not always the best choice. So anyway, really cool. Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, he's okay. He's basically saying, that's what I signed up to do, pretty much. It's all good. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Yeah. So there you go. You just, I was going to do it anyway. But he is saying like, he's pulling back a little on the being flippant now. Okay. He's pulling back on the, like, devil may care. He's realizing, he's saying, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be insensitive, is what he's saying. I don't mean to not care about how you felt when that happened. Like, he just realized what he was saying. He was trying to be upbeat, but he just realized what he was doing. He says he's sorry. He's apologizing right now for what he just said. He goes, I'm not trying to hurt you. He just wants you not worry. That's why he's being like that. Well, I think he's definitely around it because the fact that Cody, I was trying to reach Cody and he came through, so there's definitely a connection there, for sure. This is a strange thing I'm going to mention, and I don't know why I have to mention it. I'm seeing it, I think this might have to do with Cody, a hand, and there's like a white something around it. I don't know if that's a bandage or a cuff or a sweatband. I just have to bring it up. It's so odd. And so usually, I just saw an orb. Did you guys see that behind me? I thought I saw a little white thing go like that. Did you guys see that? Okay, so anyway, I saw you did. You had a bandage around her? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, honey. Amber. Oh, sweetheart. Okay. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying, Eden? Let's not talk about that too much. Well, that is weird. Yeah, I saw a couple of them. Okay, well, anyway. Okay, you heard the message, and I'm saying the same thing to you. Don't be crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is temporary. That's what he just said. He said, this is temporary. He did a funny voice, too. It was like, temporary. Like, did you guys do funny voices or something? Like, did you guys do, like, silly, like, cartoony voices? Or did he make funny voices? Because he just, like, that was temporary. This is temporary. Like, I don't know. I just heard it in my ear. Like, it was weird. Wow. Whew. I'm getting tired from this. Boy, guys, it's tiring me. You saw another orb? Well, there you go. Hey, Racy, there's my moderator. Hey, girl. Okay. Yeah. He was doing a funny voice. He's so what he said to me, again, I'm going to repeat it to you again. He said to me in my normal voice, he said, this is only temporary. And he wants you to remember that all the time. Anytime you feel that way, he wants you to remember this is temporary. My mom used to always say, this too shall pass. Okay? Anything else for Amber, please? The only thing I saw was a tie-dye. Some tie-dye shirt. Do you have a tie-dye shirt of his? Or did you make him a tie-dye? I don't know. I just saw it for a flash. Like, as he was leaving, I saw him, like, sort of walking away, kind of doing this kind of a thing. Like, later, you know, kind of thing. And I saw a tie-dye shirt. You're welcome. So they've moved on. But they're around. Yeah, they're around. For sure. Aww. You have Dustin's shirt. She said, oh my God, yes, I have Dustin's shirt. Yes, you do. He knows. It's awesome. Wonderful. Okay, Amber. Thank you for that. Again, I'm Miss Molly. I'm an intuitive psychic medium, a little bit cray. You have a tie-dyed shirt for him. I know. He told me. He just told me that. I didn't make that shit up. Pardon my language. I'm just getting tired, you guys. This is tiring. You gotta understand. This really wears me out. This pen, every pen I have, guys, on me. What is going on? No pens. Okay. I'm giving up on the pen thing. I don't need a pen. Okay, so guys, we have been having some amazing mediumship tonight. I think I'm going to do this one for Megan now, if Megan is still here. Megan, are you still present? If you are, give me a green heart. There you are. Hi, Megan. You're welcome, sweetheart. Okay, Megan, I would like to know who is it you are contacting tonight. Basically, all I need is a first name and how they relate to you. That's pretty much it. And yeah, answer me with green hearts, please. Like you just did. That's perfect. So first name and how they relate to you. My brother, my friend from high school, whatever, you know. Just if anyone will come through. No, you know, I do that. It's not as effective, Megan. Now, here's the thing, Megan. If you ask for someone specific, it doesn't mean that person will come through anyways. Or maybe other spirits don't want to come through. But I have to channel to some type of a vibration. Okay, so if you could give me at least one person. Your daughter. Okay, sweetie. And what's your daughter's first name, please? That's all I want. Don't give any other detail, please. I'm sorry, your daughter moved on. Oh, I love that name, Emma. I already see her. She's going to come through, okay? All right. Breathe in through your nose. Hold your breath for a moment. And breathe out through your mouth slowly, thinking of the number 3 times. You do the same thing with the number 2. Breathe in. Breathe out the number 2. Last one, breathe in through your nose. Hold it. Breathe out the number 2. 1, excuse me. You see, I'm getting tired, guys. I'm sorry. Still here, though. Okay, so Emma. Emma, your mom, Megan, is reaching out to you. She'd love to hear from you tonight. I already saw her in my mind. I see reddish. Sandy reddish hair to me. That's what it appears to me. It looks sort of longish, a little bit of fuzz to it. Frizz, I guess I would say. Not a lot, but you know, get sort of have that soft kind of fuzzy, like mine gets that way. Again, green hearts, if you want to say anything to me, respond in some way if I'm reading for you, which I'm reading for Megan right now, guys. I'm not reading anybody else's comments at the moment, just Megan. So Emma is indicating to me something with a camera, almost like that was something like interested her, photography or maybe art or something like that. It feels like she was sort of a creative person who was into that type of a thing or loved that kind of stuff. I don't know how old she was. It doesn't matter. It attracted her, okay? It felt like, yeah. Still there, honey? And now, if it's not her, that's okay. You might know who it is. You should know who it is. Okay, whoever it is, you should know who this is. But it feels like that's who she is. Janie's saying her best friend. Do you think it's your best friend coming through? Oh, it was freezing. Okay, I'm just making sure it's still here, that's all. Sometimes I lose people. Yeah, so I was saying, I hope you heard me, that I felt like she had kind of longer hair that was sort of fuzzy. I don't want to say fuzzy like frizzy, but you know, it was softer, like thick and sort of fuzzy. And I feel like it was sort of like reddish a little bit, brownish, like, I don't know, like a sandy blonde that had a little reddish copper. And I feel like she was, like I said, had an interest in photography and kind of arts or something. I don't know how old she was, though. I'm a little confused about her age for some reason. I don't know if she looked younger than she was or looked older than she was or was very mature for her age, but there's like this weird confusion about, maybe she was an old soul in a young body, I don't know. But there's this confusion for me about her age for some reason. Maybe you can explain that to me. If not, it's okay. But it feels like there's confusion about how old she is. I don't know why I would think that. Thank you, whoever sent me that $10. Thank you. Okay. Now I know I'm confused. Megan responded, it was halfway through my pregnancy. Okay. Oh, Lula, maybe I am, honey. But that's okay, because I know he's just picking you up too. But you said it was halfway through your pregnancy. Okay, so it was a miscarriage, you're saying? Make sure I understand. And I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry that happened. Wow, it is stormy outside, you guys. Look at that wind and the rain going cray. All right, I know we got a lag, guys. Please be patient. So Megan, what I was saying, if you can hear me, is I was confused about the age, and you mentioned it was halfway through your pregnancy. So are you implying that it is a miscarriage? Okay, that's why I'm confused, because she's communicating with me, but I'm seeing like a baby, I'm seeing a grown-up, I'm seeing a child. So I was getting confused. That makes total sense now. Okay, so the reason being, let me explain this to you. There's things you need to understand about miscarriage, and we'll continue, okay? A lot of times when women miscarriage, and I never have, so I don't know the experience. I'm only telling what I've been told and I've seen other people experience, okay? I've never even been pregnant. But what I'm going to say is, oftentimes when women miscarry, they blame themselves. They think they did something wrong, that they're being punished, that they did something wrong, or maybe they did something to the baby. Like I drank coffee one day, or I smoked a cigarette, or some silly thing like that. Or, I shouldn't have exercised so hard. Sort of that feeling, like trying to blame yourself, okay? That's very common, but let me explain to you. The lesson isn't necessarily only for you. The lesson is also for that spirit that decided to leave. And what ends up happening is one of two things. This is how I understand it, okay? You don't have to believe me. This is what I've understood from what my experience and my communication has been. When a baby miscarries, it's because when that spirit decides what it's going to do next, whether it reincarnates or tries some other thing or whatever, okay? Says, I think I want to go down to Earth today, which is one of the hardest places to go, by the way. We're like the third most tough planet, according to some people, to live on, all right? And they say, I just want to know what it feels like to be in a mother's womb until I don't want to do it anymore. So you get to choose your experience, just like you choose classes you take, or you choose who you want to be with. Same when you're a spirit, because you are a spirit, right? But you're just in human form. So that's what happens. So they go into mommy's belly, into somebody they think is going to love them very well when they're inside there, and they're going to feel happy and loved and cared for. And, they decide, okay, that felt great. I'm ready for the next thing. It's very unfair to the mom. But that's really what it is. It's not you. You got to experience the love of that child in your belly, and that child got to experience your love, believe it or not. Whether you know it or not, they did. So that's the first thing I want to say about that. Sometimes, too, what also can happen is a spirit decides to come in and says, I'm really not ready. They back out. They cancel. Okay? Has, again, sometimes zero to do with you. It may just be, and then other times it is just nature. Sometimes nature just does what it does for whatever reason, things we can't control. So those are reasons, and I hope that helps you a little bit. So that's why I was having a hard time communicating, because she was trying to, is indeed her. Not to say she can't communicate now, because of course she can. It's a spirit. It can communicate any way it wants. But when they come through to me to talk to you, they want you to know it's them by giving me clues to give you, like, I can't understand, and this age is confusing, and this and that. Because as a spirit, they don't really have age. They will show me their age for you, but they don't have age, right? It's just their consciousness. They're not a body. But they can show me what they want me to see. So, in this case, believe it or not, even though it was a little girl, it's a male type of energy coming through to me, which is really interesting. And it's not, there's no age to it. I don't know how to explain it to you. Okay, I understand. That's why I wasn't sure who to give you. That makes sense. Okay, perfect. But there is a male energy talking to me for that situation. Like there's somebody speaking for Emma, okay? And it feels like a male, and he is coming through. Now, he is very protective. He is a sweetheart. I see he's pulling on my, not pulling, like hurting me, but like it's like this weird cobwebby feeling, sorry. He has like curly-ish hair. I'm seeing a plaid flannel shirt. And he is like just overjoyed to have Emma with him. And they do play in this way. It does feel grandfatherly to me. I don't know, it's your grandpa or her grandpa. I don't know. I heard the name, I'm going to put it out there. I heard Ned and I heard Harris. I don't know what those names are, if they mean anything to you, but I heard Ned and Harris. If it means something, cool. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. It could be some other, I could be picking up something else because I'm getting tired. It does happen. But anyways, Ned's an odd name. I don't hear that name too much. So he's saying everything's okay. Everything is okay. Totally okay. God, what is up with the spider webby thing? I keep feeling it. Woo. Yeah. So you do understand it. Okay, good. So he's great. Well missed, I'm sure. So that's who came through, whoever that was. Again, feels grandfatherly to me. And again, I saw a toolbox. I'm not sure what the toolbox is all about. Oh boy, I'm getting some tea. Yay. Thank you. It's been kind of a crazy night. Thank you. Thank you.
Here you are.
Thank you, dear. Tea, I need it. I need it. Oh. So, oh, that's fantastic. Thank you. I needed that. My electrolytes were running low. So, anyway, that's who came through. I feel some pressure on the back of my head, on my occipital right here. Do you know what I'm relating to? Pressure right here. Almost feels like a bump. I don't know if that's just pressure or if someone got hurt, your daughter. Okay, so it does have to do with that part of the head. Okay, so she is acknowledging, yes, it was her daughter. So when I mentioned the back of the head. Okay, gotcha. All right, so we did connect. Anything else? For Megan, please. Man, they're sending me some crazy stuff. He just showed me a blueberry muffin. What's that all about? I don't know, man, that neck pain again. Damn. Blueberry muffin. Maybe I'm just hungry. Maybe you're eating a blueberry muffin. I don't know. I never know why these things come through. And it's funny because I'll see them and I'll start to ignore it. I'll be like, that's dumb. That's what I do, you guys. I'll dismiss. I'll go, that's dumb. Why am I saying blueberry muffin? But if I don't say it, I'm usually sorry I didn't. Usually when I say it, someone goes, I know what that is. Trash. I didn't know him without it. Without what? That's what Megan's response. Trash. I didn't know him without it. Without a blueberry muffin? Or something else. Clarify, please. I have to tell you guys about this tea. Tea. I don't know how to spell it. Tracheotomy. Oh, whoa. Okay, gotcha. Tracheotomy. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Totally cool. Sorry, that's a bummer to deal with that. Something about a blueberry muffin. I don't know what that's all about. Did you call somebody muffin? Was that a nickname? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what these are all about. So anyway, Oh, I'm sorry I had to do that. Tracheotomy, that ain't fun. Okay, anything else for Megan today, please? Megan's keeping a sense of humor. Good girl. And then I saw hands, and the thumbs are really, this is a weird thing to describe, but I think you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes spirits show me hands. I don't know why. But I think it's because a lot of times, and I love hands anyways, when you look at a person's hands, you can tell a lot about them sometimes. And I think that's why. So I'm seeing for some, specifically his thumbs. And part of the thing about the thumbs is, it's funny, and I think it's something you might have noticed, he has like such dry fingers that there's like weird crisscross hatch cracks in them. Like he had these dry ass fingers, especially something about the thumbs. You know what I'm talking about? I know it's so specific, but it's kind of funny. She goes, yes. Poor guy. So the thing in his throat and dry thumbs. I know, what a weird thing to talk about. One time though, I was doing this. He was always in the garden. Makes sense. I was thinking about that Cornhuskers lotion. That's what a lot of them use for that kind of thing. You know, like when you get cracks in your hands, it's called Cornhuskers lotion. And a lot of gardeners used to put it. You can still buy it. You know, it's an old-fashioned remedy. He probably had some, right? Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, so I kept seeing these really cracked hands. That makes sense. Alkaline soil, all that. Yeah. Okay. I love it. He must have called somebody Muffin. He keeps showing me that muffin. It's cute. All right. Anything else for Megan today, please? And then he did this other thing. I know it's going to be right because I don't know why I think of it. You know when they used to take your nose and pinch it with their... He didn't do the like, oh, here's your nose shit or anything like that. But he would do the, like, when he saw you, like a... Yeah. Or he did that to somebody. Maybe it was Muffin, whoever that is. But there was the nose pinch. Your mother-in-law was his baby. Oh, gotcha. It's a nose thing. That little, you know? Always cracks me when they do it. All right. I'm loving that. That's cool stuff. She says, my mother-in-law was his baby. Yes, he has a crazy prankster. Yes. I love it. Cool. All right. I love it. It cut out. It's that has closed. I'm glad you had a good experience. I'm glad you heard from them. I think it's important for all of you to know that this is real. So if I read for you this evening, I really appreciate you trusting me with your guides and your family and the people that you love. And I'm sorry I got so emotional. It happens. I mean, I'm picking it up, you guys. You gotta understand. If you would please follow me on all social media, that's a nice way to thank me. I really appreciate it. I'm on everything Miss Molly knows, especially YouTube. I'm really trying to grow that audience. If you feel compelled and you want to tip me in some way, I have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. You're welcome to do that. If you don't, I don't care. I appreciate it if you do. I also have an Amazon wish list in my link tree. If you feel like you inspired to send something to me, feel free. But thank you is good, and a testimonial is my favorite. If you guys do a little video and say, Miss Molly did a reading for me, and whatever, you don't even have to show your face if you don't want to, or Molly found something for me, or whatever. That is so appreciated, you guys. Your word of mouth is huge for me. So, I have a website, MissMollyKnows.com. I'm exhausted. I'm sorry I can't do this for every single person every night, you guys. You can contact me through my website or come on the lives. I only do mediumship now on the lives, so catch me when I'm on. I will always let you know when I'm going to be on. Everybody have a wonderful day. Mwah. And you can also subscribe. I appreciate it. Bye, y'all. Have a great night. No.